And we're back. So, well, this is interesting. So, I am going to be going for it here. I got one of these a while ago for a free pull, so pretty sweet. It's on event right now. We're going to go for it. Hopefully I can get 2 pieces and 3 pulls. And if not, that's fine. We'll just be crying ourselves to sleep then. Gonna talk about some differences in characters. Since I've been playing a lot of PvP on Smurf, I just want to talk about different tiers in player level. Different heroes that have higher strength at different player level. Make sure I'm not full. Alright, great. Okay. Well, wish me luck here first. Thesov. You gotta chant it. Because if you don't, then it does piss off Imphy. And if you don't piss off Imphy, you can't really call yourself a human being. Okay. Please be the paper set here. Yes! Alright, I'm already happy. That's pretty good. That's no good, but still. Let's do it again. Oh, we got nothing. Oh, that's terrifying. But it's okay because we believe in the sub. So we're going to get 2 Trinity pieces with the next pull for sure. Or maybe the 3rd paper piece. I don't know. 3rd paper piece would be pretty sweet. With the exchange coming out too, I'm pretty sure any paper piece works. Yes. Alright. Okay, whatever. We didn't get any Trinity, but we got 3 of the paper set pieces now. So, that's fine. Alright. Wait, what? People curse me out. Anyway. We'll try one more time. Just because. That's a good pull. But I really want... the Trinity set is the last thing that I really want. I do want 1 Defender of Earth set. But I want 1 Trinity set more than... Yeah, actually, maybe 2 Trinity sets. If I'm being really honest about it. Okay, well, let's go for it again. Oh, man, that did not work. Sometimes I accidentally hit space. Oh, there's a black one. There's another one. Nice. Maybe we did get both of them. Come on, double Trinity. Oh, that's a sun staff. And that's a chainsaw. Ah, no good. Oh well. I guess I'm going to complete the sun staff here, because I'm definitely going to get another S pull. 5-star SS is like so impossible to get. I don't know how I got the Klein set. Oh, we got 3. Maybe at least one of them will be Trinities, and I only need 1 for next time. Come on, sub. Oh, man. Do I get the full? There we go. Yes. All right, sweet. Not bad. Not a bad pull. Nice. Score 1 for the sub. Pretty good. Pretty good. I do need 1 more. Should I just do single pulls? Or maybe I'll just buy a... How far away am I? I feel like trying one more, but that's being a bit greedy. No, I'm good for now. Next time Trinity comes up, I'll go for it again and hope I get another one. I think this is it for now. We'll try a couple, maybe, let's see, three single pulls, I guess. Oh, I didn't go sov. Is that okay? Oh, apparently it is. Well, now I got two of those. I have an extra piece now. That's no good. Oh. Oh, okay, now I need to get another one. Okay, what was that? 1, 2, 3. That makes 4. Let's go with 5. I don't like to float a lot of crystals. It feels like I've wasted it. Alright, blue piece. We're out. Anyway, those were some pretty awesome pulls. What was that, 4 or 5? Alright. So how does this one work anyway? Is it 3 pieces for the attack? Yeah, damn it. I could have 2. I could have a pretty sweet ass paper team. Alright, let's do some disassembling here. No good, no good, no good, no good, no good, no good, no good. Ooh. Kinda wanna keep that just because it's pink. Because I'm like this game's version of Paris Hilton, I guess. Boom, boom. Congratulations again to VCI. Taking home first place this week. Nope, that was a close one. Oh man, it's even painful for me now because I would kill for half of this stuff I'm disassembling on Smurf. I was talking to Lord KHX earlier today, or not earlier today, earlier in the week, and he hasn't gotten a single Trinity set piece, and he's way too many packages in this month. He was waiting for Trinity, waited for it, got it. He wanted to get the Arrogant Pureblood set, he wanted to get a Trinity set, and I think he wanted another Beast Rain set this month. He's a dentist, he does pretty well for himself, so he ended up getting, I think, most of it. I think the only thing that got away from him was the Trinity set. Maybe I'll keep that one. I don't like 5-star rings. I used to love them, but no, I'm all 5-star necklaces. It's the best. Necklace brooch. What was that one again? Yeah. Well, now I need the set exchange to come out. So close. So close. Maybe I should work on these actually. Get their potentials up so they're ready for it. The Trinity set is probably not going to be for Bearman because he doesn't need it. It'll probably be for an offensive Muzaka. I'm so greedy. You know what? We'll go one more. Come on, love me. Oh? Oh, so close. Oh man. Oh man, if that was a Trinity. Oh man. Agree with what? What are we talking about here? Jenny sucks without Klein. Jenny is terrible without Klein. Her damage is so low, even with her 50%. Like even with her 50%, it's so low without the clone set. Austere Noble and toilet paper set? What? I didn't know about the toilet paper set. Anyway, one good single pull deserves another. Why not? It's the last one I can do. I don't want to go out on a set note too. It's got to be a green capsule for us to quit, right? Whatever. Blue's good enough. Alright, so that's going to be it. I'm broke again. Next week we'll pull again. Maybe if I win the lottery tomorrow, I'll invest money and try to get the full Trinity. But slowly but surely, maybe my 5-star pull this month will be a Trinity. Do you get a 5-star for the monthly sign-in? No, you don't. You only get 4-star. My 4-star monthly sign-in was Pathfinder boot. So that was pretty sweet. Anyway, let's talk about different... Frick, I need one more of these before... For 2 of the sets. Darn. Though even just 1100 crit rate is way better than nothing. What is it? Mace, chest piece. I don't know what that looks like a ring. Anyway. I don't know why it just looks like a ring. Feels like a ring. That's okay. Even this set isn't that terrible, I don't think. At least on PvE. Be good for Musaka PvE. Alright, anyway, let's talk about PvP heroes. Boom, boom, boom. Cha, cha, cha. Sorry, PvP heroes. I said PvE. We only need 4 more heroes to get the 40 5-star achievement. That's pretty sweet. But here we go. Alright, so different tiers of heroes. Now, there's certain things you need to keep in mind when you're grading a hero's usefulness at the tier that you play at in the game. I generally keep things in mind with the tier that I currently play at, which is the tip-top tier. Now, you don't see too many Fruels in PvP, but he's actually extremely powerful. He's got, extremely good skills, very strong skills. He's a hard investment because they're so expensive, and he's a DB hero. But his extra crit damage he gets, that's 2. Did he get? I thought it was 20 damage for some reason. I guess he got buffed. It goes up 2 per level, eh? So 5 more, it's 26%. Yeah, so he gets 26% more crit damage, which is huge. Now, the difference between a character like Fruel is he has a very strong, and Jenny, is that he has a very strong 3rd skill. So he's already got, what's this? It's close to 200%. 5, 4 more is 20, so 180. All right, so 190%. 190%. The dealing extra damage to paper on enemies means absolutely nothing because nobody runs Rob-off tanks and only very low level runs Chris tanks. So that's completely negligible. But the ignore armor is nice because it applies to everything, not just paper heroes. So it's a little bit better than Rage's 3rd skill, which only ignores armor on scissor type enemies, though you could argue that scissor type is way more common than paper, so it's semi more practical. But Fruel is one of those characters who's got very good, very high strong stats. He's a very strong, just good spread hero with good everything. He's tied with Lee for the highest crit rate in the game. He's got 8,000 mastery. He's got 7,200 attack. And he's got a great passive. Now, Jenny's passive is 50%. But Jenny's stats, like I've said a million times before, Jenny's stats are really bad. She is so flipping weak. It is completely sad. Like, without the existence of the client set, like, you gotta basically run the client set and you gotta have 2 necklaces to keep her consistent. And then you gotta get her crit rate. Now, her crit rate isn't terrible. Sitting around just under 8%. We'll call it 8%. So she's got 8% crit rate. That's not that bad. For a base crit rate, like, because base crit rate highest one's 1276 or whatever, with Lee and Fruel. But this is about half that. Now, most of your crit rate is not gained from base stats, but having a high base amount obviously does help quite a lot with potentials, because your max crit rate potential, I believe, is in the 60% range, somewhere around there. So 60% more of 776 is still not as high as Fruel or Lee, where 60% more of their 1200 is basically 2000. So it's the difference of 10% crit rate, which is like enormous. Her movement's 3. Her attack is her really huge problem. Her mana is a semi-problem, but the client set solves both of those things with both attack and mana consumption going down to the drain. Now, Jenny's third skill, you know, I don't know how many times I've done this on videos. I've said it 100 times. I'm starting to feel like a broken record here, even to myself. But this is an awesome skill if you can fire it repeatedly, because it takes away her need to actually have a high crit rate. In PvE. In PvP, it's a completely different story. You gotta build your 70 to 100% crit rate Jenny to make her super amazing in PvP, because the 50% damage she gets with her passive is an extremely large amount. Now, what makes that so large and so strong at certain tiers of the game is the lack of different ways to break the number system. So, in the low levels of PvP, people generally have mismatched potentials. They generally maybe have 2 of the 4 golden potentials, so they'll have like attack damage and they don't have crit damage on anything, and they don't have crit rate on anything, for example. Or they have like the 2 of the 4 here and there, and there's one's attack and crit rate, this one's damage and crit damage, and they're just inconsistent all the way across the board. At tip-top levels, people generally have the 4 golden potentials in every slot on all their gear. Almost every single one. Which reminds me, it's time for my daily. I hope this works. What am I working on right now? This one. Okay. Oh, that's right. I just disassembled a bunch of stuff. We can try for more. Come on, damage percent. Oh, it's because I didn't Sov, right? Sov. Do you reach into the world of potential modification? Nope, apparently not. So hard to get these pots, and then they're gone so fast. And just like that. Gray. Oh, that's terrible. Alright, what can we disassemble from one more roll? I'm looking at you. But I have this one, no. Well, I feel like just because the necklace is pink, I should keep it. But I've got other ones that I've already ranked up. Like, wouldn't be... Oh yeah, good ones. You know what, whatever. We'll just get rid of this thing. We'll get rid of this thing. Even though it looks so nice. I'll get rid of this too. Who needs 5-star gear anyway? That's good for another roll. How many pieces of this sun stuff did I get? Ugh, man, this set sucks without the 3rd piece too. I wonder if I've ever disassembled a piece. Now that they have the exchange, I completely regret it. Oh man, I've been suggesting that they do the exchange for the set item thing for months, and now that they're actually doing it, it's like, why didn't I save all this stuff? Is it hiding somewhere? Oh shit, it is! Frick, I have one! Oh, that's actually awesome. Sweet, I can give this to an area attack hero I only use for PvE, probably Reskria. Because I'm not going to be using her for PvP. Alright, well that's some really good news. Stick this on you, just to store it for now. Nice. Well, there's some good news for today. Anyway, what was I doing again? Oh yeah, taking another shot at my OP set. And that's how you don't get it done. Alright, so all the potions are gone. Anything cool over here? Man, I had some really good trade. I got this for the free set item that you get for 3-star. I got this for the free set item you get for 4-star. What did I get for 2-star? Was it anything? Probably wasn't anything. Oh, wasn't that? 1-star was it anything? I think I got one of these. What, maybe? I don't remember. Whatever. Not important. Anyway, my 3 and 4-star pulls this month were awesome. But yeah, different heroes at different stages of the game. So with mismatched potentials, Jenny's 50% crit damage makes her appear to be insanely strong. Because when she crits, like when she doesn't crit, she's doing like absolutely terrible damage. But when she does crit, because of her 50% bonus, she's seeming to do a ton more than your other heroes, even when they do normal damage or crit. Like, doesn't matter. It seems like she's this crazy bipolar thing, and yeah, you stack a lot of crit rate on her, you get over 50%, and you're like, well, she's going to crit more than she's not going to crit, so she does way more damage than everybody else, and that's just the mentality. But the later you get into the game, the more refined you get, your potentials start to become a little bit more like this. Don't want to use my elite because he's the one that I stack the most. But your gear looks something like this. Then all your heroes seem to start leveling out in consistency. Now, at this stage of the game, what happens with Jenny is she still has an innate advantage with the 50% extra because you have all this stuff on Jenny too. Now she still has a 50% breakthrough limit, if you want to call it something like that, something that breaks past the normal limit of the crit damage in the game. But what happens is all these things are modifiers, and the modifiers scale with the numbers that they originally start off with. And Jenny's numbers are very, very, very low. So fixed numbers are like equipment, your base stats, etc. A couple of little ones like having things equipped gives you a very minor attack bonus of 300. But those kind of things are fixed amounts of attack that then benefit from your potentials. So because Jenny's stats are so bad, she gets very diminished returns from her potentials over time. Now, what's nice about tip-top levels is everybody's got this broken as hell Klein set now. Some people have like 3 of them. I've still got 1, and I haven't rolled for any more because I have the worst luck with SS 5-star sets. But the Klein set is one of the easily most overpowered sets ever to grace the game so far. And because this set now comes into effect, it adds into potentials. Now, I'm going to submit a ticket to Nexon in the near future because there's some very huge unfair advantages about certain sets. I haven't tested 100%, but I am 90% positive that the attack from this weapon, set effect, gets grants from attack percent potentials. However, apparently, the Trinity set and the Pathfinder set and the Defender of the Earth set, HP bonuses do not benefit from attack by HP percent potentials, and the HP apparently, I don't believe, gains anything extra. Like if you gain the 18,000, you just gain the 18,000. For example, let's test this out. What's your health? 96,000. All right, and what's this? Any attack, anything? All right, so nothing. So it should bring me down to, what, like 80,000? Okay. So maybe the attack by the HP potentials apply, but the attack by HP potentials you're going to see do not apply. So we'll look at her attack by HP, 0.6. Wait, I passed her already. 0.6, 1.1, 1.7. That's 3.7. 6.2. So 9.3. So 9.3 out of 10%. That's pretty good. So with the 16,000 health, she also gained 1,600 attack from that. If with just the attack by HP potentials. Now that's 1,600 more from her. What is this? 29,000. Wait, is that right? Maybe it does apply. So I think I do have 31,000. Attack by HP. Oh, I have an attack by MP here too. Anyway, so let's go with that. Maybe she's not a good example. 31,600. Oh man, I'm confused now. Oh wait, I already had. No, that's wrong. I already had attack in. Oh man, this is hard. All right, you know what? Just trust me for a minute. I know I'm a little bit tired right now, and I know I'm doing something wrong. I tested on Lee earlier. He's got 104,000 HP. So if I take off this piece, which gives me 2.5% attack by HP, 2.5% attack of HP is, let's see, 2,500-ish, just over 2,500. Like 27, like just, we'll call it 2,800. 2,800 attack is what I would lose by unequipping it. So, let's take a look here. One, two. All right, let's see. So that's basically 36,000, and it goes up to 38,000. So that's 2,000. So I'm missing, so I'm missing 800. So if you count the 1,600, sorry, the 16,000 HP from, I don't know why it didn't work with Serenity. If you guys are paying attention closer than I apparently am, and know what I did wrong with the math, you can just flame me in the comments down below. But it's not getting the attack by HP percent bonuses from that 16,000 health. Now I believe that it should be added, because that is like there's some definitely buggy things with certain mechanics. We're going to talk about again another hero here that is very commonly used at all stages of the game, Jack. Jack's third skill, his 19.4% of enemies' HP. The enemy has 100,000 health. He does 19,400 damage. If he has 30% damage potentials, does 30% of the 19,400 more. So let's run up 20,000, make it easier to deal with. So it would be 6,000 more damage. So it would do 26,000 damage. Because percent damage applies to the percent of enemy's HP damage, not to the percent of the enemy's HP. Like, it doesn't add 30% HP damage, it adds the damage percentage to the damage calculated by the percent of the character's HP. So against bosses, that's very, very overpowered. Against other players, it's also very strong, because it's now doing several thousand more damage. If you're going to compare this to Musaka's third skill, which does the 13,000 extra damage, and it seems to be pretty consistent in that way. It's doing a character with 100,000 health, like any of my characters. It's doing 50% more of what Musaka's total output is for his damage. So I do not believe that percent damage was intended to add on top of enemy HP damage, for example. Now, because there are different pieces of equipment that give flat amounts of attack, like the Klein set, sets this on Yekaterina. Okay, I don't want keep wasting crystals to unequip things. All right, but just assume if I unequip the Yekaterina's weapon here, it takes off 3,356 attack, an 8% potential, and if I take off a second piece, it takes off another 6,000 attack, which would probably be my chest piece, but then it loses all the HP and an HP potential and the attack by HP that goes along with that. If I take off the accessory, then I'm losing attack and attack by HP and attack by MP. So that's I would if I took this Klein set off, I would plummet into the mid-20s, just because it's that influential of a set. But attack potentials apply to flat attack. So, and the HP potential applies to the flat HP from the bonus from a Pathfinder or a Trinity set. So why is it that attack by HP does not apply to it? I think that's got to be some kind of glitch. I think that it definitely should apply. It also would help balance things back out in terms of attack and defense. Obviously, defense is on the defense is the thing right now. Everybody's playing with that. If a God of Massacre set or whatever came out, or something else like that came out, it would definitely switch back real quick to the attack side of things. But even just this change, I think, would balance it out for now, to make it so one way of doing things wasn't super more beneficial than the other. Q. Let's see, what do I got here? But very easy to stack defense now. Not hard. You can still have huge crit heroes with huge defense. Anyway, that's where I'm going to be leaving this video at. All I really want to get across is that different heroes are going to be very strong and seemingly powerful at different stages of the game. At lower stages of the game, I really do recommend you playing around with whatever you think might be working for you. Some heroes are definitely going to have better output than others. It could be just their skill levels were easier to max, so now they're just doing more damage than the characters because you're just that early in the game. It could be that there's no heroes with stun immunity and you're walking around with Moo just getting stuns almost every single time whoever you're playing against. There could be a lot of things that you're not really thinking of because it's just not what the tip-top level players do. But one thing that you shouldn't do is misunderstand why a hero is good at a tip-top level of play. For example, I use Bearman as my tank. Bearman gives me frame control. Now, it's not that Bearman is a huge, amazing, impactful, going to kill the whole team character. At low levels, where your potentials are mismatched, if you have a Jack, and Jack you just took every piece that you got percent damage on and gave it to Jack, Jack's damage is almost maximized because his percentage HP is getting benefits from that damage percent. And because his natural attack isn't all that amazing, he's getting way higher returns from the percent damage. So you can make a character like Jack a lot more powerful with limited potentials than you could make a character like Lee. Even though Lee is way stronger than Jack, they're not even comparable, even with Jack's 20% HP damage. But Bearman at a lower level is not going to be beneficial to you because you don't need frame control. What Bearman does with aggro sets. Now, Bearman is one of the highest innate aggro characters in the game. His third skill generates a huge amount of aggro, also giving him a slight defense buff, but mostly the aggro, because his defense is already going to be so high that, like, another, what is it, even 2,000? I forget now. Yeah, another 2,000 really isn't going to do a ton here. Maybe a couple percent, put him from 68 to 70, maybe 71 with potentials. But it's really not going to be that impactful. But with the aggro and a couple aggro sets, which are going to be no problem for you to attain as a tip-top level player, most likely. With the aggro sets, you have frame control. Now, what I mean by that is I can make characters that would otherwise in general auto conditions, go and attack a character that I want to keep alive, they will go out of their way to attack Bearman instead. And it's at an extremely high rate. I remember when I didn't have as good stuff as I had now, and I wasn't as strong as I am now. Bearman was the only thing that was really helping me compete when I was like just entering tip top. Like when I was just starting to get top 10 all the time, Bearman was basically competing for me. He made it so my heroes just didn't ever have to fight. Like fairly anyways. Bearman would take all the attacks, and then my attackers would get first attack on their attackers almost every single time. So that's the way that I use Bearman. And he, like I said, that's not going to be super influential for you if your characters aren't able to one-shot their characters. At the lower levels where everything's 2 to 3 shot, like Jack is going to outperform him by a lot, because your tank, no matter what defensive character you're going with, is generally going to be on the 3 to 4 hits to kill instead of the 2 to 3 hits to kill. And because he's got a percent damage which is consistent no matter what level of play you're at, his damage is going to seem higher or more consistent than most other characters. And he also doesn't need to rely on criticals because he's getting a fixed amount of damage. So it's again, state of the game and stage of the game are different things you need to consider. Just like how Carrot is a fantastic character, not at rank top 10, but in the bottom 200, definitely still a playable character as an attack type hero. Though I do think that she is better suited as a PvE debuffer and area damage dealer. Boss killer too. Just way too squishy. Who else is there that we can use as a fairly good example here? Dominique. Dominique, one of the strongest output single target skills in the game. At lower levels where people don't have Beast Trained Asmir all over the place, will be able to frequently be able to win you games because of dodge. Cleo, especially on auto, goes confuse, charm, and just loops that until she doesn't have any mana. So Cleo is going to be a character on defense, very, very strong, depending on the level of play. A lot of more utility heroes have a lot better impact, or ones that have super high innate abilities that don't rely as much on potentials and gear. Like Dominique and Jenny kind of fall in the same category, whereas if they get hit, they're going to die. But generally, like Jenny is, well, I'll just spray the field and hope I kill everything, and Dominique's like, well, I'll just hope I kill something and then I'll dodge. So different things, they're not necessarily bad. It's just that they do not work at the tip-top level. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. Rambled enough. Sweet pulls today. I should do this on screen more often. Have a good one.